Stuttgart Heilbronn, release date and timetable info. Mark your calendars. Frankenbahn, Stuttgart Heilbronn is coming on 9th December, featuring the new BR 140 and Wittenberger cab car. In this article, we provide more information about the audio for the BR 140 locomotive and outline the full list of layered content for the timetable, relevant for the year 2000 setting. Route and content summary. We gave an initial overview of the first German route add-on to come to Train Sim World 6 in our previous article. This 51 km route, set in the year 2000, brings classic traction to freight services and adds another cab car to Train Sim World's German railway roster in the form of the Wittenberger Steerwagen. A pre-refurbishment Stuttgart HBF, trackside vineyards, and military structures make for a distinct journey, with unique railway infrastructure also making appearance in flyovers, underpasses, and the massive Kornwestheim freight yard. Hauling this freight will be the new BR 140, a classic locomotive built between the 1950s and 1970s. Tap changer power and single release brakes will provide a challenge for players, as will the included toggleable train faults as part of the Train Sim World 6 core feature. BR 140 Audio. A real-world audio recording reference trip was undertaken by the audio team to implement authentic BR 140 sounds into this add-on. Sounds captured reflect what was available to record during this trip. The sounds that came from that recording include: during the mixing phase, some of the external sounds we were unable to capture have been synthesized from our existing collection. Wittenberger cab car compatibility. In addition to train faults and passenger announcements, the new cab car will be compatible with locomotives from previous Train Sim World add-ons. Further timetable information. More layers to be added. A comprehensive timetable, outlined in our previous article, focuses on the SC and reservices of the era, along with the freight services hauled by the BR 140 and shunting services operated by the included BR 363. We also confirmed the following additional layers. 1. BR 111 Dasto services from Felsisch Ludwigsbahn. 2. BR 425 services from Felsisch Ludwigsbahn. 3. Mixed freight services from Rursig Nord. 4. Shunting substitutions using the BR 294 locomotive from Train Sim World 6 Deluxe and Special Editions. In addition to these, following feedback and further work by the gameplay team, we can confirm more layers which will be available on release. ICE and IC traffic. AI ICE traffic will feature the ICE-1 and ICE-3 from Castle Wisburg. The ICE-1 handles most of the ICE traffic, including filling in for a few ICE-2 services. The ICE-3 runs Expo Express trains one each way out of the map to Hanover. The original DBBR 101 add-on will add ICAI traffic with two playable services that run halfway along the route, as well as some shunting services in and out of Stuttgart. All ICE and IC services, apart from those playable, will run off the route at the Schnellfahrstrecke to Mannheim. Frankfurt will bring some additional AI for the ICET at Stuttgart, focusing on the trains that ran to Switzerland via Singen. Auto and Nachtzug trains. The BR 110 from Bremen-Oldenburg, Link Rheinstreck coaches, Lars, and BR 363 make up an interesting layer representing the Auto and Nachtzug, or car and night trains. These are long-distance sleeper trains that travel through the night with coaches and car carriers. Back in the year 2000, Kornwestheim had two platforms specifically for handling these services. They are a mix of short passenger runs and a bunch of little shunting services for the 363 at both Kornwestheim and Stuttgart HBF. The platforms and loading ramp at Kornwestheim are still there today but no longer used. Other services. The DBBR 218 add-on will add services that pull some coaches from Link Rheinstreck on an IRE train to Slash from Erfurt, fully playable between Stuttgart and Heilbronn. The BR 628 from Niedertalbahn runs mostly AI services at Heilbronn HBF, but also represents a withdrawn service that ran to Stuttgart Feuerbach. It's a very short playable service that runs only in the rush hour. Semmeringbahn also adds some OMLOP BBEC AI traffic to the Stuttgart area. We can also confirm, as part of these additions, that when shipping containers will no longer appear in freight consists S-Bahn services. Finally, We previously stated that gaps would be left to accommodate the future release of the BR420 add-on by TSG. Further details about this release, including impact on timetables for route add-ons, will be given over the course of future roadmaps or closer to release. In the meantime, we can confirm that the BR423 from Frankfurt S-Bahn will occupy these services instead. Known UI issue on release. Finally, we wanted to make players aware of a known issue that some players may encounter on release. Some players may notice that the MWagen cab car DBB and RDZF 463 erroneously appears in the train selection screen, instead of the Wittenberger cab car DBB and RDZF 483. Selecting the MWagen will show the correct Wittenberger cab car option as a listed variant. The Wittenberger cab car is playable if this variant is selected. A fix for this issue has been submitted, with affected players receiving a post-release update to rectify it. Preview live stream. Join both the RFTV team for the preview of Stuttgart Heilbronn, now taking place on Friday, 5th December, over on YouTube and Twitch. Train Sim World 6, Frankenbahn, Stuttgart Heilbronn is coming soon for Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, Epic Games Store, and Steam for Euros 35.99 / pound 29.99 / $39.99. Please note that this add-on will be released on PC and 9th gen console platforms only.